Whoa, you look nice and cozy under that blanket. My name's Bobbie. I'm a safety boat. Hi there, nice to meet you all. Hi. What a wonderful day for a parade. Wow, look at those Santa hats. Those are pretty cool. Hi. Are you guys having a good time today? That's good. Hi, everyone. Hi there. Hi, I'm Bobbie the Safety Boat, and I have just signed on with the Canadian Coast Guard Auxiliary. If you're asking yourself, how am I gonna operate this thing? Then you come to the right module. Basically, there are two things you need to know.
Right. And the first is how to operate these controls.
And the second is how to bring my character to life.
Let's start with the nuts and bolts. Let's look at the remote control. There are controls to make Bobbie move forward and backwards, as well as controls for the eyes, the lights, the siren, the squirter, and the voice. It comes with a neck strap that goes over your head like this, see? It allows for hands-free controls. The aerial is found at the back of the controller and doesn't have to be extended the full way. Just a quarter of the way to half the way will do. First, we'll turn on the remote control. Always turn this unit on first, before you turn on Bobbie. I know there are a lot of switches. Let's start with the joystick on the right. The right joystick controls Bobbie's movements. Push the stick forward, and he moves forward. Pull it down, and he moves backwards. Move it to the left, and Bobbie moves to the left. Move it to the right, and he turns to the right. Pretty straightforward. And he can move at a pretty good clip. Keep in mind, Bobbie weighs 100 pounds, so use caution around kids. Let's go over the toggle switches. Up here on the left is a toggle switch for the cassette player, which is built into the inside of the boat. Just below it is a switch to adjust the pitch of your voice. Like this. Well, my name is
Bobbie, and I'm a safety boat. And I'm here to tell you all about water and boating safety. I have 6 very important rules that I want to share with everyone.
Or you can pull it down to activate the siren. That's great in a parade. When it is in the off position, you can activate the portable MP3 player. More on that in Module 4. Right next to the sound toggle is the switch that activates the squirter. You see where the water shoots out from the front of the boat. And it does shoot out. So be careful to aim away from the kids if you are using it at a waterfront. Over here on the right are the switches to turn on Bobbie's lights. The one on the left operates the spotlight. This light is very strong and very bright. Don't shine it in the kids' eyes. This light gets very hot, so turn it off if kids are touching Bobbie. The switch to the right is for the beacon light and the navigation or running lights. Push it down and the navigation lights go on. We have a red port, a green starboard, and a white light at the masthead and one at the stern. Push it up for the beacon light that will draw attention to Bobbie anywhere. Finally, let's look at the left joystick that controls the left and right eyelids. That's right, the eyes can move independently or together. The eyes move to the left and right by pushing the stick to the left or right. Pushing it up to the left or right controls the left and right lid. Pulling it down causes the eyes to blink. The eyes will look in the direction that you're turning. This adds to the magic of Bobbie. Practice using the eye controls because the eyes are key to bringing Bobbie to life.
And making me come to life is something that takes a bit of practice. Any other tips, Ben?
How about talking to some people who have operated Bobbie and Bobbie's American cousin, Coastie?
You have to be at 3rd level. So that's a good thing with Coastie being as small as he is, you know, just a couple feet tall. You interact very well with the small children, and Coastie is always 5 years old. So when you come up to a young child, you say in your Coastie voice, "Hi, what's your name?" "I'm Coastie." "Oh, how old are you?" And then you tell them that you're 5, and then from that point on, you're best friends with that little child. And then you start talking to them about don't go around the water by yourself, and wear a life jacket, and always trust mom and dad around the water, and those kind of things.
Well, it's definitely a learning experience. I think as time goes on, you get more at ease with them and more relaxed. And at first I was just saying 3 or 4 different phases with them, and then after a while I was, able to carry on conversations. And you have to bring yourself down to the kids' level and communicate back and forth. And I found talking at the kids' level, it was good to talk to the adults too. I think they enjoyed talking at a children's level.
Several years ago, we had a lot of drownings in the Southwest, in the Nevada, Henderson area, where kids were falling in swimming pools and drowning, and in the lakes and rivers. And one of our local flotillas up there got a grant and purchased a Coastie. And since that time, it's been about 3 years now, there has not been an accidental drowning of a child in the local lakes, rivers, or swimming pools. That's because they have a set schedule and go to every elementary school in the city of Henderson every year. And they do about a 30 to 45 minute skit to these children about water safety. And it drives it home.
He has the light and the siren and so on, and sometimes a lot of the kids are shy. So if you come up to them and they seem a little scared, I found that if you backed off a foot or two, so they knew, you just sort of backed up, and then they seemed to, oh, okay, he's not going to come right at me. So it made them relax, and then talk to him about, oh, did you see my light, or you want to hear my siren? And then they seemed to relate a bit more, and then they weren't quite so scared. So that seemed to help a bit.
Once you're comfortable with the controls, experiment with all the tips we've shared with you today.
And most of all, have fun! Bobbie rowed the boat ashore, doo-doo-doo-doo. Bobbie rowed the boat ashore, doo-doo-doo.